Greetings, free thinkers. Welcome to the Hoggcast. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I certainly am. Okay, what do we have for you on today's episode? We have for you two clips to watch. The first one, which is this one here, in New York, a group of people who went to eat at Applebee's without their poke pass. You know, these things that the mainstream media and the fact checkers told us were just conspiracy theories. Oh, they're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Turns out they did. So this group of people wanted to eat out in New York City, and that's when a group of New York City's finest come and arrest them. Bearing in mind, these are these big liberal urban centres where smash and grab raiders are running riot, literally, excuse the pun, and nobody's anywhere to be seen to stop them. But don't you dare go out and eat at Applebee's without your showing your papers, please. Papers, please. That's what it is. It's a papers, please society. That's where we're heading. That's where we're heading. Britain, Canada, America, Australia, New Zealand, the Western Hemisphere, basically. That's the way we are heading. Nobody else, us. Omicron, which was discovered in South Africa. South Africa have moved on. They couldn't care less. They've got bigger fish to fry. It's only those Western left-wing globalist politicians that want to use it for their own nefarious ends. We're seeing in Britain, for example, how Boris Johnson ordered the likes of you and me not to have Christmas parties or the like or gatherings, yet he got caught doing it himself. That moves us neatly onto the second clip, which we'll watch after this one. The second clip is a highlight of what happens when you comply, and then you comply again, and then you keep on complying down the line until you end up a parody of a human being. Yeah, so we'll get into that now. We'll watch these two clips. If you haven't yet though, please like the video, subscribe to the Hoggcast, hit the notification bell and share the video around. Those things are very important because we are shadow banned and reduced, because we are the underdog. We are conservative commentators. We also have a membership scheme of 8 amazing beautiful members who humble me and honour me that they support the Hoggcast financially, and you can become a member too if you so choose. There are benefits to that, of course, but the best one, of course, is being my lifelong friend, which I would, of course, class you as. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so the first clip, outside Applebee's, people get arrested.
That's who they're protecting. America, guys, you have no freedom left. You have no rights. No rights at all.
And this is what you guys do?
No freedom and no rights.
Arrested on what charges? Did anybody?
I'm just doing my job. Just doing my job. There is a entire Western Hemisphere wide culture war going on. Oh, I'm just doing my job. Yeah, well, so were the Auschwitz concentration camp guards. They were just doing their job too. At some point, because things aren't getting better, they're getting worse. At some point, you are going to have to take a side. Whether you're a police officer, firefighter, nurse, whoever. The days of the culture war being just between bricklayers, working class bricklayers on one side, carpenters, warehouse workers, and then on the other side, leftists, pseudo intellectuals and fact checkers. Listen, the culture war is growing to encompass us all. I'm just doing my job. In this day and age of people really coming down quite hard on police and the institution of the police, you better start picking your battles, because at the end of the day, it seems to have become all about, instead of arresting people who have done wrong, regardless of who they are and what the background is, it seems to have become, well, we'll just arrest whoever's easiest to arrest, yeah?
Read that
I was not read my rights. You don't need Miranda rights when they win your state.
This is bullshit.
That's who they're protecting. America, guys, you have
So you can hear someone in the background, I'll turn it up a bit, someone saying that's who they're protecting, yeah? And someone else says something about American rights, but it's gone past all that. When you have become a papers, please society, and you and your friends, who probably work very hard, yeah, wealth generators, unlike the police don't generate wealth, they're in public sector. So you have people from the public sector, people who essentially pay their wages, right, and you're coming to arrest them because they went to an Applebee's to eat some food. And they didn't have their papers, yeah? Mark my words, look, you don't even need, don't take my word for it. You're intelligent, you can think for yourself, but on this point, don't take my word for it. Look, use your own eyes. You've got eyes and ears. Look in Australia and Canada. At the moment, they have internment. First, it was hotels. Can you remember that? Can you remember that they were putting the people in hotels, gauging the water, seeing what the people think, and then it became the internment camps with food deliveries and that, and now it's starting to change again. And now they're bringing in a papers, please society. They're moving forward at like a snail's pace. That's how stupid they think you are. I once had a dog that done something similar. Like, don't get me wrong, I love animals, yeah. But sometimes my dog would do an annoying thing, right? You could pet the dog and pet the dog and pet the dog for like 3 hours. And then as soon as you started stopping petting the dog, he would try and continue getting petted on the head. And it would like be enough. Right? And you say, oh, go and lay in your bed or go and eat your food or drink some water or whatever, yeah. And what the dog would do is it would slowly, very slowly, move its way towards me and then put its put its head under my hand and like nudge it with its nose, but it would do it very slowly. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
No freedom left. You have no rights. No rights at all.
This is what you guys do.
No freedom and no rights.
Arrested on what charges? Did anybody read that?
No, I was not read my rights.
Miranda rights are so pre-COVID. Yeah. Miranda rights. Listen, we are in the age of papers, please. Show me your papers. Isn't it a shame that the very last people remaining alive who fought in WW2 are spending their final days seeing a resurgence of the thing they fought against? Let me guess, it's just another one of these coincidences. Ooh. So, what is the perfect person? In this COVID era, what would be the best type of person, the most virtuous, yeah? The pro, the party member in good standing. Well, let's take a look. It's the same thing I thought. The feeling in your heart and the thought in your head when you saw this before it's even played, it's the same thing I thought, yeah? These guys, you notice how these guys, they aren't getting arrested, yeah? They're the good guys, right? They've got 15 different pieces of identity in their pockets. They've got 18 different papers. They've had 320 boosters. And after all of that, they've got their little spacesuit on. If you walked up to these people and said, do you know that you have an immune system? A perfectly healthy immune system? They would just look at you with glazed over, gormless eyes. They've got no idea. They've got no idea what an immune system is. They just think, well, the government told me to do this, so let's check this out. Although, let me just clarify that I'm not saying that the government told them to wear these space capsule things. I won't put it past them, but this is what happens when you just keep complying into stupidity. Yeah? Has it got? I don't think it's got any sound. Yeah, it's got no sound. Right, look at that stupid face. Oh my God. What has happened to Western men? What has happened to Western men? Even his eyes are sad. Look, his eyes go down. Like a Nike tick. You know the sign on the Nike thing? He looks like he has he has soy in his veins. He mainlines it. Soy milk. That's what you end up with. Look at that. This is why the globalists rub their hands together with glee, yeah? Because this guy, he's not going to defend anything. Yeah? For my American viewers, you know I love America. I would live there if I could. Too old to set in my ways now. Well, you never know. I mean, I could. But the point I'm trying to make is, remember the War of Independence, yeah? Imagine if the USA went to war against Britain in 1776 and around that time with an army or a militia made up of men, quote unquote, men like this. You would still belong to me. If your army or your militias were made up of people that look like that, people who act like, think like this, yeah, not real men, you would still belong to me. So here they are, look, space capsules wandering around. And look, they're like gloried, as if they're the best thing that's ever happened. Oh, they're doing a nice little twirl, look. I'll tell you what, what she looked like then, yeah? Right? She looks like a dog with one of them cones on. I fully expect her to start like an exaggerated scratch, you know, like... You know what dogs do when they try and scratch at the cone? You see the way she kind of shows it off to everyone? Right, go back. She kind of shows it off, doesn't she? She's like, oh, look, from different angles. Oh, what a weirdo. And there he is, look at him. Swedish, that is the poster child for Swedish masculinity, yeah? He's a new male. What a retard. Look at them, like. I mean, just look at them. There's something about this guy that really offends me, like on a visceral level. It's hard to verbalise it, yeah. I just look at that face, man, and I just want to... I don't know why it's got no sound, I'm not really sure. Yeah, go on, show your dog cone off. Yay, look, do a little twirl. It's so nice, isn't it? Look at me, mummy. You're stupid. This is it. This is compliance. This is where it's gotten you. I bet you, yeah, if you just looked at these people just 2 or 3 years ago, they would have been perfectly normal people. But they trust that government. They trust that European Union. They trust that United Nations and the whole set, yeah. Did the wind change and his face get stuck like that? Yeah, get that play button over his stupid mug. But look. Let me know what you guys think about this. It's really just absurd, isn't it? It's like dog collars for people, space capsules for people, 92 boosters, 10 pokes, show me your papers, getting arrested for going to Applebee's. There's no sanity left anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't yet, please like the video, subscribe to the Hoggcast, and hit the notification bell. I'm also going to go back onto BitChute. I think I do need to invest in alt tech a bit more, like a lot of other conservatives are. I think that would be a good idea. So I am on BitChute, the Hoggcast. You can find me there. I will start uploading again on there. But this is still the main platform. Anyway, thank you for your time in watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.